Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great value price Class A motorhome from Parkway RV Center. I'm going to show you a nice little motorhome right here today, folks. This is a 2004 Georgie Boy Pursuit, model 2970. It's only 30 feet long. It has 2 slide outs. And get this, folks, 11,274 miles. Very, very nice motorhome for only $29,900. I mean, you're talking $81,000 new, and here it is for $50,000 less, with only 11,000 miles. And folks, it doesn't stop right there. Just not only is the price low, you get a major systems check by our certified RV techs and a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, all for under $30,000 out the door. Folks, this unit's 30 feet long, very easy size to drive and park. Folks, I've got Class B pluses and Class C's that are longer than this Class A. Of course, you've got the benefits of the Class A's, bigger water tanks, bigger fuel tanks, more outside storage, but you still got about the same length as most Class C's or Class B pluses. Got a Onan 4 kW RV generator with only 165 hours. It's running everything right now. Motor, the dash air's ice cold, roof air's cold, refrigerator's cold. Got the AlumiGuard patio awning. We're going to make sure that looks great. I mean, the exterior for a 13-year-old motorhome is in well above average condition for the age. Now, I don't ever say they're perfect, folks. They are used motorhomes no matter how low the miles on them. So, like any used motorhomes, there's always going to be cosmetic imperfections. That's why you're paying $29,900 instead of $81,000. And that's the price you have to pay, of course, is, you may go through this thing with a magnifying glass. You may find a ding, dent, a scratch, anything like that, folks. That's just part of buying a used one. But I'm going to tell you, me looking at this motorhome, so far I see hardly any little peck right there. Nothing to worry about. I mean, got the rear view camera system, got the 5,000-pound towing capacity hitch. Like I said, it may have a couple little skint spots, but I mean, heck, folks, for $50,000 in savings and buying it with 11,000 miles, how can you complain? Both slide outs have awning toppers. It's got a rear roof access ladder. It's got hydraulic leveling jacks, which are actually down right now. So I know for a fact they work. Now keep in mind, folks, we don't check these things out till we sell them. That's how we keep our overhead and our prices down. So, you're looking at it just how it came in. Let's look inside this 2970 Pursuit. I think you're going to love the interior. As we step inside, folks, I mean, no smoke, no pet odors. And like I said, after purchase, we're going to go through a major systems check. What we're going to do is we're going to check, make sure all the appliances work. Well, obviously the generator works, but we're going to run it quite a bit more than I'm going to run it. We're going to make sure roof airs work, refrigerators work, which I'll show you all that works here in just a second. Make sure all the lights, drawers, and cabinets work. We're going to make sure your table and couch makes a bed. We're going to make sure your plumbing works, make sure all your faucets, spigots work, all your propane system works, your water heater, furnace, antenna, awning, all that stuff, folks. We're going to make sure all that stuff works. And if you want a copy of what we check out for the price that we charge, just contact our sales department. And also, folks, keep in mind these things are not ready to go until we take them through our shop. These are not ran through our shop until they're sold. So, before you buy this unit on eBay, you're not going to be able to come down here and pick it up and take it home with you the same day you pay for it, unless you take it as is. And we're certainly happy to discount that price for an as-is sale. And be honest with you, folks, I mean, I haven't found much in this thing that hasn't worked, but I'm going to let you be the judge of that, whether you want to buy it as is or wait and get the inspection and the warranty. But if you take it as is, you can come take it good or the bad. We'll discount the price, the cost of the inspection, and the warranty. Keep in mind, if you take that option, folks, you don't get a walkthrough, you don't get any kind of warranty, you don't get any kind of inspection. You take one or the other. But anyway, folks, it's $29,900. That's a haggle-free price with the services I just described. or we'll discount the unit for a if you want to take it as is. Either way you go, folks, you're going to get a nice 11,000 mile motorhome for a fraction of what it costs new. Now, the dash looks great, but folks, now keep in mind our inspection does not cover cosmetics. Little things like the little diverters on the dash, those things, folks, that's cosmetic. We're not going to fix that. That's part of buying a 14-year-old motorhome. Or, you know, if the carpet's got a little worn spot, which I don't see any, it's only got 11,000 miles and 163 hours on the generator. I don't see any worn spots in the carpet or the upholstery, but then again, folks, you know, if you spend hours in this thing with a magnifying glass, more time than I have to do it, you may find something I missed. Roof's got the padded headliner, the carpeted headliner. Looks great. It's not sagging anywhere. Roof air, like I said, will absolutely run you out. And I'll go ahead and show you this because I know, you know, there's a chance you may take it as is. So at least this way, you can see 32-degree air, 27-degree air blowing out the vents. So you know the roof air works, and that's running off the generator. You've got a walk-through kitchen, stovetop and oven. I don't think the stovetop's ever been lit. Sink, I mean, you know, you look at a lot of these enamel sinks, they're chipped. I mean, it looks great. I don't see any chips in the sink. We'll make sure the faucets and all that work great. We make sure all the plug-ins work great too. Dometic two-way RV refrigerator freezer, clean, definitely cold. Now, I haven't had this on very long, so the fridge may not just be ice cold yet, but we're -0 in the freezer, and the fridge is in the 50s. So yeah, obviously it's still going to be a couple hours before it's at operating temp, but again, this way you see it works. So if you take it as is, at least you know your major systems work, and the jacks do work because they're down right now, because we're on an unlevel spot. So I've got it leveled up with the hydraulic leveling jacks. Got a countertop extender, nice cabinetry, vent fan. Got a split bath, which and this small of a motorhome is about all you can get. Looks great. It looks like they've got some black sealant on the roof, which is, most people use white, but hey, I guess previous owners liked black, or they couldn't get the white. I don't know, but at least it's sealed. I would rather, and be honest with you folks, I would rather see that sealant on that skylight than not see it, because that means that they've took care of the roof. Here in the bathroom, you've got a water closet, medicine cabinet, lots of drawers and cabinet space, and you got probably one of the biggest bedrooms you're going to find in the 30-foot motorhome of any class. Queen Island east-west bed, and thanks to this bedroom slide, you get all this closet space right here. Now, if you'd bought a 30-foot motorhome, folks, with a Queen Island bed in the back, without the bedroom slide, you're not going to get all this, folks. You're going to lose all that storage space. That extra slide out really comes in handy. And you can put a TV there if you want to, or one up here in the cabinet, or hang it on the wall. I mean, these newer TVs can put them virtually anywhere. And you can see how thick the wall is right there, folks. That's a little over 6 inches right there. So definitely well built. And folks, I'm gonna tell you, I mean, this is a nice motorhome for this price range. And I'm not going, I mean, there are nicer motorhomes out there for $35,000, $40,000, $50,000 used, but for this particular price range motorhome, and this is a very hard size to find. You know, most Class A's are 33, 34 foot, 35 foot. To get in this 29 and 30 foot with 2 slide outs is hard to find, even for us as a dealer. It's like I always tell my customers, folks, the smaller the RV is, the rarer they are to find, and the more money they cost. But 30 foot to me is a perfect size because you can sleep up to 6 people in here. 30 foot is big enough with 2 slide outs that you can be comfortable on a cross-country trip with 2 or 3 people in here. It's small enough that you can drive it very easily, and it's not going to kill you in gas mileage like the big ones do. And you can get it in pretty much any campground. You get into these 33, 34 foot and up motorhomes, folks, you're not just going to be able to pull in and get a site like you used to, because most parks only have a limited number of sites that can accommodate bigger coaches, especially when you're looking at older parks and state parks. So if you don't have a reservation, you got a bigger coach, the days of just pulling into a random RV park with a bigger coach and expecting to get a site are long over with, folks. You pretty much got to reserve ahead. Now, a motorhome this size, you've got a lot better chance of getting a site without a reservation than you do one that's 34, 35 foot long. And I'm only talking 4 or 5 foot long difference. There's not that much difference in riding and driving, but when you get a spot, it makes a big difference. So if you like older parks, state parks, stuff like that, this may be a size you may want to strongly consider buying just for that reason. And I've seen a lot of area campgrounds around here, state parks and stuff, that will not take anything over a 33 foot long motorhome. So this is 30 foot, 29 to 30, so it's, I mean, there's not going to be an issue here. Anyway, folks, like I said earlier, it's $29.9, haggle free, no games, no gimmicks, no surprises, haggle free with the 90-day nationwide warranty, which any other dealership you go to, you buy an 04, that's a couple $1,000s extra. You get that major systems check by our certified RV techs for that $29.9 price. And again, folks, other RV dealers, that's several $100s, if not $1,000 or more extra for that inspection. You get a complete walkthrough demonstration when you pick this unit up by our RV technicians. Again, folks, that's included. Other dealers, some dealers charge $200 or $300 for an RV walkthrough on a used motorhome. And you get all of that with no surprise extra fees. You know, you go to these other dealers, folks, and they advertise something for $29.9, which, trust me, folks, these other RV dealers, 11,000 mile double slide Georgie Boy Pursuit, they're going to want a lot more than $29.9 for it. But, you know, we got a good deal on this when we bought it, so we're selling it for a good deal. And this was a new RV trade-in. We've got several dealers. You know, we've been in business for 49 years. We're in good with a lot of the new RV dealers who don't sell. A lot of new RV dealers, and you're going to see this the more and more you look, don't sell used RVs. They don't want to go through them. They don't want to refurbish them. They don't want to check them out. They don't want to guarantee them or pay their techs to do all that stuff. It's a lot of time and trouble. And yeah, folks, it's aggravating. I spend probably 2 hours a day just looking for parts for the used RVs that are in our shop and going through the inspections. And but that's part of it, folks. That's the way we've done it for almost 50 years, and that's the way we're going to continue to do it. That's what I say, folks, is that when we go through these things, anything we find wrong with it, we're going to fix. I mean, last week I had to put a $1,700 refrigerator in one. And you know how much the price went up to the customer after we put the fridge in? Not 1 cent. And actually fixed a couple other little things on it, and we actually winded up losing money on it. But folks, that's the thing about that haggle-free price. No matter what I have to spend on it, if I have to put a generator in it, if I have to put an awning on it, refrigerator, air, whatever, no matter how much I spend to make it pass our inspection, we're not going to go up on the price on you. The price you pay, that's why it's haggle-free, because haggle-free goes both ways. We can't go up and you can't go down, so that's what I mean by haggle-free. Or, you know, if you want to take a chance, buy it yourself without the inspection or the warranty, we'll discount the unit, whatever the warranty and the inspection costs. And I showed you all the major systems work. We just drove it, you know, 300 miles in from South Georgia. So obviously the running and driving's great, but it's completely up to you, folks. I'm not going to encourage you to go one way or the other. I'll let you make your own mind up. You know, if you know how to work on stuff, you may want to take the discount, and I promise you, what we'll discount this unit is you'll save enough on it that you're not going to spend that much on it. I don't see how. I mean, I really don't, because like I said, generator cranks, the dash air's cold, roof air's cold, refrigerator's cold, lights work. I mean, I see just a few little nicks and scratches on it that I tried to point out. Other than that, folks, this thing's nice. For a 13-year-old motorhome. It's, of course, not a 17 model. It's an 04. Give us a call, $29.9, haggle free, or we'll discount it for an as-is deal. This unit's going to go on eBay. It's going to go on 20 of the most popular websites on the internet today. You know, we've got hundreds of positive eBay feedbacks. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year, folks. You know, we do it by being very straightforward with our customers. It's like I tell people, these are used RVs. They were new 14 years ago. That $50,000 in savings, the price you have to pay, of course, is that everything in this motorhome is 14 years old and has 14 years worth of age and wear to it. And that's honestly the truth, folks. I don't pull punches in my videos. I tell it like it is. Most of my customers appreciate that. Most of our buyers appreciate that because that's something other RV dealers don't do. But we're family owned and operated for 49 plus years. We're one of the largest, oldest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the United States today, and the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured RV dealer in the entire state of Georgia, and have been for several years. You know, we don't hit you up with fees. There's no surprises. When I do my video tours, I show you the good and the bad, so you can be your own judge. It's a nice, clean motorhome. I think you're going to be very impressed with it when you see it. I promise you, folks, this thing's going to sell quickly. Right now, everybody's wanting this under $30,000 and under price range, and to get one in this nice condition with 11,000 miles is not something that hits the market every day. With 2 slides, the jacks work, backup camera works. It's on a Ford chassis with the V-10 305 horsepower torque shift transmission, which is Ford's version of an Allison. Onan 4 kW generator with 163 or 165 hours. Not hardly even broke in, but it runs perfectly. Folks, what are you waiting for? Pick up a phone, call us 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays 423-605-6747. You can visit our website, parkway.rvcenter.com or .net. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video. You can go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're all over the place, folks. You know, we've been doing this a long time. We don't have any commission salespeople. That saves you a ton of money, because when you go to a place that has commission salespeople, what it is, these RV dealers pay these guys commission, so they don't have to pay them by the hour. They don't have to pay them salary, so it doesn't cost them any more to have 40 salespeople than it does to have 4. Well, folks, we have 4 salary-based salespeople here. Nobody makes commissions, so obviously our time is very, very precious. I strongly recommend calling ahead, making an appointment. If you can't, that's fine. We'll work you in. And I had a customer complaining the other day that they had to wait 10 minutes because they came in on Saturday, which is our busiest day, and all my guys had appointments, and they had to wait 10 minutes for a salesperson to get freed up, and they started complaining, moaning, and all that stuff, folks. I'm sorry. I said I warned people about that. 500 to 600 used RVs a year between 4 salespeople. My salespeople don't have a lot of time, and you know, that's why I always say call ahead, make an appointment. We'll have the unit plugged into power, have the generator running, have it cooled off for you, because it's 90 plus degrees outside today. It's 30 degrees cooler in here, and makes a big difference, folks. And I'm not saying if you don't have an appointment you can't come in. You can come in, look at over 170 used RVs, unescorted, price on the windshield of most of them, completely unescorted at your own leisure. And folks, we're known for that. Other RV dealerships, they want to put you down in front of a salesperson, get your credit information, pre-qualify you, ask you 20 million questions before they even let you set foot on the lot, and then you got to have a salesperson, a high-pressure salesperson, follow you around all day while you're trying to look at RVs. And folks, that ain't how you buy an RV. Plus, it costs you more money because, like I was saying earlier, in lieu of salary or hourly pay, a RV dealer pays their salespeople 25%. That's the industry standard commission rate of the gross profit. So that means they have to mark their units up an additional 25% to cover their salesperson's commission. That means every extra dollar that commission salesperson gets you to pay is an extra 25 cents in their pocket. And that's why everybody else's prices are so much more than ours, because A, they use commission salespeople, so they got to mark it up that much more, and B, they have so much more overhead than we do, so of course they have to make more profit to cover their overhead. I mean, these dealers that sponsor NASCAR, that have multi-million-dollar RV dealerships all over the country, that spend millions of dollars a year in advertising, that have you know, 200 techs and employees at each dealership they have to pay every week. Folks, they spend a lot of money on overhead. And everybody, all dealers pretty much pay the same for these RVs, so within reason. And the difference is we don't have their overhead, so our prices don't have to be marked up as much as theirs do. Our markup is, you know, 15 to 20% of what other dealers mark their units up. That's why our prices are so much lower. And if you don't believe me, use Google, folks. Google is the RV shopper's best friend for comparing prices. And it's simple. Type in 2004 Georgie Boy Pursuit 2970 DS, and you can virtually look at every single 2970 DS in the country, and you're going to see them in varying conditions and mileage and stuff like that. And look how many of them come with a warranty with 11,000 miles for under 30 grand. And you're going to be looking for a long time and come right back to this one. But anyway, folks, give us a call. 49 plus years in business. There's not much we haven't seen, not much that we can't. We very rarely get a question we can't answer. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays only. You can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Sales at ParkwayRVCenter.com. Now, folks, I'm not in sales. I get paid to do videos. I don't get paid to sell RVs, so I'm not able to take phone calls. But I'm happy to answer questions, listen to your comments, suggestions. You can email me directly. Like I said, I don't answer phone calls because I'm on the lot all day doing videos. But you can email me, Bo, B-O, at ParkwayRVCenter.com, and I will reply to your email. If you've got questions about the RVing, the brands, the manufacturer, the RV lifestyle. Folks, I've been in this industry for 20 years. I've owned pretty much every kind of RV you can imagine. I've delivered them all over the country. I've worked on these things. You know, when most kids' dads were teaching them to work on cars when they were kids, my dad was teaching me to work on RVs. So I have a lot of unique perspective, and I can honestly answer your questions because, like I said, I don't sell. So it doesn't, as far as my personal paycheck, it has no concern to me whether you buy one or not. So I'll honestly answer any question you have. And if you want to buy it, I'll just turn you over to one of my salespeople. You can email me, Bo, at ParkwayRVCenter.com. Thank you for watching my video. I'm going to try to post some more of these smaller A's that we just purchased. Most of these came in either trade-ins here or they were new RV trade-ins. So give us a call, subscribe to my channel, send us an email. We can arrange nationwide delivery, and folks, financing is available with approved credit. You can apply right from our website. 10% down minimum, and of course it has to be approved credit. We can get you up to 120, maybe 144 months on this motorhome. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, call us, email us. You know, we're here 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.